I've finally gotten back around to working on my orchard. So I lined these trees up. I put them about 16 foot apart, and I started with the peaches up on the hill next to the pond because they are susceptible to root rot. So see my peach tree right there, and we had several droughts right back to back, and so they've managed to reach down and hit some of that pond water, so that's helping them take off. So dug a hole 36 inches deep, larger than the diameter of the pot of the plant that I'm planting, and I got some rabbit manure, and I'm putting some of this compost in the bottom of the hole, and this one I hit rock, so I can't go any further. So anyway, I'm going to put a shovelful or two of manure in the hole, and I'm putting a shovelful next to the other trees just uphill from them, so that they'll have an opportunity to leach down into the soil, give them a little bit of stuff without overwhelming them. And it's going to take a while for the roots to reach down into that compost. Rabbit manure is supposed to be a cold compost, so I should be okay with that. And then I've heard some people say don't put any in there, but I would really like these trees to get established well, so I'm going to go ahead and try it this way, because I didn't on those, and they really struggled the first couple years and almost lost them. I thought they were goners, but I see I got new sprouts coming out from the base on these two, so I may end up cutting some of these trimmings and then using those for new trees, put the root growth on it and put them in their own hole. So not sure yet, but anyway, so if we look at how I've got the trees situated, I basically put them in a line going down through there, and that just makes it easier for me to mow around it and keeps my spacing. I got about 16 feet. I think they call for 20 or something like that. And I've heard people say put them closer together so the canopies grow together. But if I got this many trees in a small space, I think I'll be all right. So anyways, I'm gonna keep digging here. I decided to put the Arkansas Black up here in this hole closest to the pond, and working my way down. I've got Gala, and then I've got two plum trees. One is the Ozark Premier, and then the other one is AU rubrum. Yay. So the plum trees are supposed to get as tall, but I've seen plum trees get 20 feet tall before, so I think it just depends on where they're at. But anyways, so there's a start of my orchard, and just in time because it's starting to rain. So on a lot of these store-bought trees, I noticed that some of them are really root bound in the pot, and you're supposed to separate the roots a little bit as you stick it into the soil. These were just like main stems with a few little rootlets sticking out. So I just held the tree in there and then sprinkled all the soil back in until I got it stood up to where I wanted it, and then packed it in a little bit so it wouldn't fall over. And I also mounded it up just a hair to keep the trunk rot from happening. I've heard that is important. I've done it both ways and had success, and I've done it both ways and failed. So I'm not sure what to say on that. I think it just depends on other factors as well, like what kind of soil you got, how much moisture you get the following years, how much stress the tree was under, all those types of things. So just in time for the rainstorm, got it all put together. And then some people are packing all that dirt in there hard. I just think if you're going to be letting those roots get established, just leave a little bit of air in there to start with, and just water it in. It'll compact as it's getting watered. So now the next step would be to water it in, and it's raining, so I may carry a container over here, or I may direct the hose out, I'm not sure, but it should probably get wetted down good. When I planted these trees over here and I put those in the ground, I dug down 2 foot and I hit water. So I know this gets a decent amount of groundwater once it rains well, but we're still behind on our water, so at least the pond is somewhat filled back up where it's supposed to be. Keeps my fish happy. All right, that's it for the trees.